Hey guys, today's topic of the video is going to be about an important topic, which is going to be about drama. And in this topic we'll be describing the definition of drama, the types of dramas, and the element of dramas. This is the main concern of this video: element of drama and the drama related terms. But before starting, I will suggest you to subscribe to my channel so that you can get all the literature related videos. Also subscribe to my Instagram so that you also follow me on Instagram so that you can get all the literature related videos. So let's start right from the introduction of drama. What is drama? A drama or play is a classical literary form composed of verse or prose, which consists of dialogue between characters, actions, conflict, or emotion, and are organized to perform on stage. Drama is basically a classical literary form. It was originated in classic countries like Rome, first of all in Greece, and they were written mostly in verse form, but later it changed into prose form. Its language came to prose form. So coming back to the origin of drama. Drama first started in ancient Greece, and the topics surrounding and the topic which were usually involved in those dramas were related to religion, and there was some kind of chorus, and music, dancing, and different. It could be tragic dramas, romantic dramas, and then first drama writer was Aeschylus. Aeschylus was the first playwright who invented drama. What we nowadays come to us, and later came two more great dramatists, Euripides and Sophocles, and they invented most tragic kind of themes in dramas, which inspired later dramatists. So coming back to the topic, in second point, in England during the 18th and 19th centuries, dramas which were the combination of poetry, drama, and music were on the zenith, and theaters and operas were blooming around the city. In 16th and the end of 16th century, when the time of Elizabethan and Jacobean era, that was the peak time of English dramas. There are names: Shakespeare, William Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe, John Lyly, and George Peele, Thomas Nash, and there are Ben Jonson. Like these kind of writers, who we call university wits instead, except William Shakespeare, they revolutionized drama. They incorporated more themes and new dimension, and they gave new dimensions and to the language and structures of their dramas. So they have a huge role in writing and in shaping drama for the later ages. So third point, a person who writes drama is called dramatist or playwright. William Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe, Ben Jonson, Samuel Beckett, George Bernard Shaw are a few great names in the field of dramas. Field of drama is very vast, so it would be very long debate if we discuss every dramatist and his or her works. All right. So an English poet and literary critic and playwright who was also England's first poet laureate in 1668. He is such a key figure in English literature, and one literary age is labeled with his name, which is Age of Dryden. John Dryden says, "A play is a just and lively image of human nature, representing its passion and harm hours and the changes of fortune to which it is a subject for the delight and instruction of mankind." Moving towards the types of dramas: tragedy, comedy, tragicomedy, history plays, problem plays, poetic plays, realistic plays, epic theatre, and theatre of absurd. So what is tragedy? Is a play written about sufferings and disaster, destruction, bloodshed, and catastrophe, whereas the comedy is a light entertainment. It's a humor, and it's for fun, and there are jokes, and you can say that there are sketches, caricatures kind of actions and characters. Whereas tragicomedy is the mixture of the two of the only two plays, which are tragicomedy, tragedy and comedies. History plays are written for history. They depict the history of a certain age or king. For example, Shakespeare and Christopher Marlowe, they have written many history plays like Edward II, Henry IV, and etc. What is problem play? Problem play was developed in 19th century, and they deal with controversial social problems and in realistic manner, that was for. And Henry Ibsen is one of the most important problem play writer. Poetic plays are verse dramas. You can also call them verse dramas as well as poetic dramas. They are written not in prose form, they are written in verse form, in poetic form, and the character should use their lines, should say something in you say that in verse form. What are realistic plays? The realistic plays are actually the problem arising realism. So they were realistic plays. You can also say that they are problem plays. Henry Ibsen, I have always show to that Henry Ibsen is the master of problem plays and realistic plays. And epic theatre. What is epic theatre? Which were on the zenith in the time of mid 20th century, and they were didactic plays, and they contained loosely connected sentences that avoid illusion and often interrupted the storyline to address the audience directly with analysis, argument, and documentation. And last is the theatre of absurd. Theatre of absurd is the master of theatre absurd is Samuel Beckett, and there is one other writer, I do not remember him. He has written The Trial and these kind of existential work. He is Albert Camus, French Albert Camus. And theatre of absurd is a movement made up of many diverse plays, most of which were written between 1940 and 1960, and these plays renders human existence as illogical or moreover meaningless. So the human existence is meaningless, and that's what described in theater of absurd plays. Moving towards the elements of drama, there are some elements of dramas. These are plot, character, dialogue, action, conflict, stage, and theme. Moving towards what is plot. Plot is actually the plan, scheme or pattern and arrangement or sequence of all events in a story. There are 6 stages and there are 6 stages in plot structure. There is initial incident, the start of the play, and preliminary events. There are some actions embedded in initial accident to rise the action. So there is a rising action further, and there is a climax, the peak of all actions, consequences and everything, and there is a falling action. That there is small resolution of the conflicts and the climax, and last is the conclusion of all these actions. Moving towards characters are called actors, and there is no concept of drama without characters. A character can either be a man or some supernatural entity who drives a play with his or her actions. Main characters of the play include there are major and minor characters. The major characters deal with the main subject of this play, whereas minor do not play a big deal in the story, but they are necessary to drive a story along with the major characters. There are dynamic characters and static characters. Dynamic characters and static. Dynamic is a vibrant character, whereas the static one is a stationary character. Dynamic character is important throughout the story, whereas the static character is stationary. He or she is not moving anywhere, and like this. And last is flat and round characters. Flat characters are simple characters. They remain same from the start until end, whereas the round characters are multi-layered characters. They are not totally white, not totally gray, but they are multi-layered. They are gray characters. So moving towards next slide, which is dialogue. Dialogue is the conversation between 2 or more characters in a drama, and a dialogue can either be a real or imaginary. Types of speeches in dramas include monologue, dialogue, interior monologue, soliloquy, aside, and dramatic monologue, interior monologue, dialogue, and also. Next is action. An action is a response to a particular action or event. These actions are performed on stage, and they determine the fate of characters, and much of the plot is dependent on the actions of the characters. Moving towards the next slide, which is conflict. Conflict is a main character against. Struggle of a main character against his or her fate, nature, society, or antagonist is the conflict in a drama. There are 2 types of conflict: interior or physiological conflicts, and next is external conflict. The internal conflict is the character's struggle with self and with his own problems, whereas external conflicts arise when the character is struggling with fate, nature, or society, or antagonist, etc. Next is stage. Stage is a place where a drama is usually performed. The actions and settings are directed by a stage director, and there is a need of lighting, costume, set and the music on the stage. What is theme? The central message or lesson of the overall plot is a theme of the drama. There can be some moral or other lessons which are dominating the whole plot. Sometimes through allusion, motifs or symbols, we can get the central idea of the whole play. What are terms related to drama? Protagonist is a leading character or heroine of the drama. Next is antagonist, is the opponent of the protagonist, and like villain, it could be fate, society, or a person. What is climax? Is the highest point of tension in a drama. Catharsis is the release of emotions such as fear, pity in a drama. Fear or pity in a drama. What is Hamartia? Hamartia is the fatal flaw of tragic hero which causes his or her downfall. What is chaos? Chaos is a state of confusion, dilemma, anxiety in character or in plot. Thanks for watching. I hope you like or dislike this video. Also comment in the comment box for further inquiry, and do subscribe to the channel to get more. Thank you.